Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're going to tackle a massive question that I know is on every marketer's mind. Is all that expensive, shiny marketing technology you've invested in actually doing its job? It's time to pop the hood and give your marketing engine a real health check. So you did the research, you picked the tools, you got them all set up, they're running. But let's be honest for a second. Is that fancy new platform really working for you? Or is it just sitting there, becoming another expensive line item on the budget? That analytics platform that looked so good in the demo, but now nobody even logs into it. We're here to make sure that doesn't happen to you. And the solution really comes down to this classic piece of wisdom. You can't improve what you don't measure. It's a cliche for a reason, because it's absolutely true. Without measuring, you're not making smart decisions. You're just guessing. You're flying blind. Okay, so how do we start measuring in a way that actually makes sense? We're going to use a super powerful diagnostic tool called the RACE framework. Think of it as a complete toolkit for checking your MarTech's performance across the entire customer journey. RACE is just a simple acronym for 4 stages: reach, act, convert, and engage. When we map our metrics to each of these steps, we finally get a complete picture of what's working and, what's really not. So let's dive into each one. First step, we've got R for reach. This is all about the top of the funnel. How well are your tools helping you grab the attention of your target audience for the very first time? This is all about building that initial awareness. So what are we looking at here? Well, sure, things like social media engagement, but also dig a little deeper. Check out the ratio of your organic versus paid traffic. Is your SEO tech actually pulling its weight? And please keep a close eye on your bounce rates. A high bounce rate is a huge red flag that you're getting people in the door, but they're taking one look and leaving immediately. All right, next up is the act stage. You've reached them, you've got their attention. Now what? The focus shifts from just getting eyeballs to actually encouraging people to interact with you on your own turf, to get them to really consider what you have to offer. Now, this is where the metrics start to get really interesting. We're going deeper than just views. We're talking about micro-conversions. Did they download that guide? Did they watch that webinar? And this last one is critical: lead response time. Your MarTech stack should be making your follow-up lightning fast, because speed is everything when it comes to closing deals. And that brings us to the moment of truth. C for convert. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's where all those clicks and leads and interactions, hopefully, turn into actual paying customers. And at this stage, it all boils down to these 2 huge financial metrics. On one hand, you have your customer acquisition cost, or CAC. Your tech should be making it cheaper to get a new customer. On the other hand, you have customer lifetime value, or CLV. Your tech should be helping you increase how much a customer is worth over time. It's a crucial balancing act. And of course, we're looking at the big one: return on marketing investment, or ROI. Your tools should also give you clear attribution analysis, so you finally know which channels are the real heroes bringing in sales. And if you've got a long sales cycle, your CRM and your automation tools better be helping you shorten it. But listen, the journey doesn't stop once you make the sale. That's a huge mistake a lot of people make. The final stage, E for engage, is all about retention. It's about building loyalty and turning those customers into your biggest fans, people who will shout about your brand from the rooftops. So here, you're tracking things like your retention rate. Are people sticking around? And what's your net promoter score? But you can get even cooler with it. For example, a bank in the UK used an AI chatbot for customer service. And get this, they saw positive mentions about their service on social media jump by 20%. Now that is proof your tech is making customers happier. Okay, you've used the RACE framework, you've got all this data. That's awesome. But a pile of numbers isn't a strategy. The next vital step is turning all that raw data into smart decisions, and you do that with a good reporting framework. I absolutely love this analogy. Think of your MarTech stack like the engine in your car. You don't just put it in there and then never look at it again, right? Of course not. You're constantly checking the dashboard, the fuel gauge, the temperature, the speed. It's the exact same idea. And a really effective dashboard does more than just show you numbers. It brings all your key metrics into one place. It shows you the results of your A/B tests. It even uses AI to give you predictive insights. This is how you stop just reacting to what happened last week and start planning for what's going to happen next month. When your reporting is on point, you can walk into any meeting and say something like this. See how powerful that is? It makes the value of your tech totally undeniable. It's not a gut feeling anymore, it's a hard fact backed by data. And all of this brings us to our final and maybe most important concept. Measurement isn't something you do once a year. It's not a project with an end date. It's the fuel for a never-ending cycle of improvement. Think of yourself as the gardener of your tech stack. You can't just plant the seeds and walk away. You have to constantly be in there, tending to it, pulling the weeds, pruning what isn't working, and watering what is, to make sure the whole garden thrives. And the process is actually a pretty simple loop. First, you assess how things are going with an audit. Then you analyze that audit to find the gaps. Step 3, you make improvements to optimize. And finally, you measure again to see if your changes worked. Then you just rinse and repeat. So when you're doing that audit, what are you looking for? How about powerful features in a tool you're paying for that literally no one on your team is using? Or my personal favorite, are you paying for 2 different tools that basically do the exact same thing? These are the little things that an audit brings to light, and fixing them can save you a ton of time and money. And there you have it. You now have the complete framework, the entire toolkit to give your marketing engine a full health check. So I'll leave you with this one simple question. Now that you know what to look for, where are you going to start improving first?